Hi, everyone, and welcome to week 9 in your first week in Health, Safety, and Nutrition Online. This week, we're going to be talking about child abuse and neglect. One of the things to think about or to know is that even though you might have the training, the child abuse and neglect training, this is still something you have to do again. Really important information, and we'd rather have you repeat it and maybe pick up a couple new things or be refreshed on it. But having the certificate you still have to repeat it. So here is how you're going to do work online. So this is the week. It is not open to you yet. Well, it will be open to you by the time you watch this video, obviously. You're going to click on here, which you've already done because you're in this folder. That's where you're accessing this. I'm sorry, I don't know why it's giving me that. Here is your folder. These are resources that are for your use. I highly suggest that you look through them, but there's nothing required in them. This is where your assignments are. So you click on this folder, and this is going to be similar every week that you're in this class. You've already clicked on this week 9 video. Every week when you go in to do your work, when you go in to look at your work for the first time and when the week opens up, they're going to open it up at Sunday at midnight. I already told you that in the other video, and they'll be due the following Monday. Each week is going to look similar. This is the week 9. You're going to watch the video. Then you're going to click on the mandated child abuse training. Once you click on this is going to take you to an online training that you're going to have to do. So you're going to take a look at this and you're going to choose mandated reporter. So you are a mandated reporter for child abuse and neglect. This means that if you suspect children in your care are being abused or neglected, it is your legal responsibility to call they're going to give you information in this training on who to call. But you have to call, you are mandated by law to call and report it. One thing to think about is they will not tell who did the report, but you should know that a lot of times parents can tell who did it just based on the information that's shared with them. Most parents, if you just tell them, if they come to you, you can say, I'm a mandated reporter. I could be held legally responsible if something happened to the child. Most of the time, you making a call will not do anything. Sometimes they don't even follow up on them, but it starts file on that child. So let's say your child comes in and they have a really big bruise and you think it looks a little suspicious. You can call and they probably won't check it out, but then it gets put in a file. And then if they suddenly come up 2 months later with another huge bruise that somebody else reports, then it might start looking suspicious. 3 or 4 of these in a year, and they might look into that. So it's important that if a child who is in a situation where they're being harmed, that they start establishing that that's what's going on. So you're going to complete the mandated reporter by state statute trainer. So that's what you're going to click on. It's going to take you through an entire training. Okay. And please do not take this lightly. I really want you to read all of the slides and really pay attention to the work because it's very important. At the end of this training, they're going to give you a certificate. They're going to show you a certificate. It's going to come up on the screen. What your job is to do is to take a screenshot, or you can use your camera and take a picture of it. But we need that certificate to prove that you've done the training, okay? So somehow you're going to need to get a picture of that certificate to Cindy. So my suggestion is to take a picture on your phone if you're not computer savvy. If you are computer savvy and you know how to take a screenshot, do that, and you're going to send that to Cindy. And I haven't opened a turn-in space for that, but I will place for you to turn that in. If you don't know how to do that and you're struggling, just email Cindy and let her know, and you guys can figure something out. She can give you a phone number to email or to text it to or whatever it needs. That's really important that you get that certificate at the end of this training. It does take a little bit of time to go through the training, so make sure that you've got some time to do that. Okay, so that's the training. Now the rest of the week is based on that. So this child abuse resources is when you are finished with the training. They talk about different entities that help families in stress, because the most important thing that we need to do is to try to keep families unified, give parents support if they're stressed. A lot of times people love their children, they don't mean to hurt them, but they're stressed, and so we need to help keep them feeling supported so that they don't get there. So you're going to do an assignment about that. So in order to do, so you're going to read the description, and then you're going to go into so you're going to need the name of the organization, read through the whole thing, and then these are the things that you need to write are in the 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you're going to click on the week. I don't know why that keeps coming up. You're going to create a thread. Okay, so now you're in the discussion board. Nobody's posted yet. Well, of course they haven't posted. You're going to create a thread, and this is where you're going to put your information. So the subject is, so if you have the information of what you need to do right here. So the subject is going to be support resources. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just giving you an exact example of what you need to do. Then you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to answer the questions that are up here in the discussion board. Okay, so you're going to give the name of the organization, the services, the most useful information, and a link to the site. So you're going to take a screen, you're going to do a cut and paste of the link, and you're going to put it here under number 4. When you're finished doing those 4 things, you're going to submit this discussion board post, and it's going to come up, and this is what it's going to look like. Okay, so you have 2 jobs. You have to do what the discussion board says, but now part of your job is to also, because this is a discussion and it's taking the place of classroom discussions, you're going to need to respond to people, because in a discussion, one person doesn't do all the talking. You have to follow up with 2 different people. There'll be other posts, obviously not yet because nobody's posted. You're going to click on their post. You're going to read their post. This will be their post, and then you're going to reply. And in that reply, you're going to say, that's a very interesting post. I learned, ... or I felt, or my experience has been. But something to add to this discussion is what a discussion board post is. And then after you're finished, you're going to submit it, and you're going to respond to one other person. So you need to do your initial post, but then you also need to respond to 2 different people. Okay, if you need help with this, you just need to ask Cindy or myself, and we can help you through this. Okay, even if it means we get into a WebEx meeting with you, and we show you on our computer how to do it. But do not be afraid to ask for help. We understand that you did not sign up for an online class. This is all new to you. We totally get that. All right, so now you're going to go back to the homework folder. That is one of your things. You're going to work, this is 2. So you did the child abuse and neglect training, you turn in your certificate. I'll do that in just a second, set up a place. You did your child abuse discussion post. Now you're going to read chapter 10 in the textbook. Go into your textbook, read chapter 10, do your assessment. These are just like the ones that you were doing before this whole thing started. Then there's a child abuse and neglect assignment. So in order to get to the assignment, you're going to click on the link for child abuse and neglect required assignment, and the assignment is going to come up. You're going to do this assignment, and you are going to, of course it's not coming up because I'm trying to show it to you guys. You're going to do this assignment, and you're going to turn it in. So here is the assignment. You are going to go into the assignment, and you are going to complete it, and then you're going to turn it in. And this is the place that you do that. Submit the assignment. So after you've done the assignment, important assignment to do because it's required, then you are going to make sure that you turn in your certificate, and that will be, the link for that will be right here in this place. You do not get the answer key, that's just in the instructor's view. But you're going to turn in that certificate. If you can't, remember, you can email it to Cindy or text it. We will figure out something else. So that is the work 9. That is the week 9 work. If you have any questions, let us know. And the rest of the weeks will be set up just like this, but we will walk you through each week as it pops up. Let us know if you have any questions. Thanks.